If you're an artist who is struggling with feeling comfortable in the business realm or the business area of being an artist, I was inspired to make this video for you. This year has been profoundly challenging for me as an artist and business owner because I have been coming to terms with how I do business and getting comfortable with how business looks for me. I have all these people that I know that are business owners, that are mentors, whether it's people that I know personally or people I follow through social media. They're just completely inspired by and in awe of the businesses that they've built, the way they make money, and how they're having fun making money. And like that's what really speaks to me on the business side, is the fun part of the making money. It's doing what you love and having money be a side effect of that. Now, how I do business is completely counterintuitive to what traditional business looks like. And this year has just been really challenging for me because I've had to lean into it, which is, again, it's counterintuitive. If I had a business manager, they would have had 3 heart attacks in how I run business, and like I would probably be getting yelled at for it. However, it is what works for me, and this is the message I have come here to share with you: is business must work for you. You're not creating art to create a business to put yourself in this place where you're just stuck making money, which is obviously everyone's end goal, as far as like we all need to live, and it's a huge part of just business. It literally is. But as an artist, and this is where I have just struggled so hard with, but it's also, it's so easy and so effortless, but it's also been hard because business looks like making money, and for me, business looks like making art that I'm drawn to make without any thought about money. And what ends up happening is that the money shows up for me, that I am taken care of. It is the most profound experience, but it's only for me in creating exactly what I want and focusing on art for art's sake, like what I'm called to do. I have a client that I'm currently working with that I'm drawn to work with them. They actually approached me in the spring of this year, spring of 2025, and contacted me about a commission. We talked details. We came to an agreement, and I, set to work in like the design process of how am I going to create this for them. And my design process is me meditating. And like I said, this is new this year. I started last year with this, but this has become like a profound part of my process. Like this is my process, is I lay down and meditate, or sit and meditate, like just sit and think, and no background noise, nothing. And as I was working on creating the design and my process for creating their sculpture, I got what I can only call as a download that the design that these people came to me with, and it's for the Veterans Healing Farm. Just a background, it's for a nonprofit that serves veterans. I've been wanting to do something for veterans for a long time, so when this email came in, this contact came in and said, we want you to work with us, it was just so soul-centered that it was an absolute, like it was an F yes for me. And that's how I choose commissions. If it's not an F yes, it's an F no. Again, it might be a counterintuitive way to do business, however, it works for me. And this part, the next part is where I'm questioning it, right? It's like, this is where it has been just a really challenging year for me. That in meditating on how I'm going to create the sculpture that we had agreed upon that I create for them, and that they were now like raising money for, like in the background, got this download that was the design that we were talking about was not for them, that the design that was supposed to be for them was supposed to feel like peace and healing, like it had a feeling behind it, but not a design. And that I wasn't supposed to sell it to them. I wasn't supposed to charge them for it. I was supposed to give it to them. And that if I did this, then I was going to be taken care of. I mean, like, this is like during meditation, a download of information. And so, like, this is like the most ridiculous business decision ever, right? Because they are raising money for this, and they're not raising a little, like, they are raising money for this sculpture. It is a monument. It is to honor veterans. It is something very detailed, very special. And so they were in the process of raising the money for it. And it took me 2 weeks to actually go back to my client because to tell them this. And this is the counterintuitive part, is because, like, they're literally raising money and I have bills to pay. Like, it's not inexpensive to, you know, to create and to live to create. Oh man. So for 2 terrifying weeks, this thought would not go away. This feeling that I'm supposed to be doing this would not go away. And so I finally just screwed up the courage to go and talk to my client. It was the smartest dumb thing I've ever done. It was the right thing to do. I don't know why. I can't explain this, but this is art. This is me creating art and how I do things. I will tell you, I have given away more sculptures than you will ever know. And it's because I was drawn to. There's no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing business. It is completely counterintuitive. However, when I am drawn to something, I can't explain it. There's an urge, there's a feeling, there's an urgency behind. I must create this. And what's transpired, like, underneath all of this is that my art has turned into something that is beyond my wildest imagination. I am creating art that is an F yes at every single turn. Every client that you see me working for, every sculpture you see me create. And, you know, it might be a while in between sculptures because this is how I'm operating. And I've been operating like this for several years. Like, what's magnificent is it's completely counterintuitive as a business model. However, I am completely thriving as an artist, mentally, emotionally, and financially thriving as an artist. Like, my shop is my studio, it's my dream. I'm living inside of my dream. The vehicles that I own, that I'm driving, and just beyond anything I ever imagined that I could own or would own in my lifetime. The tools and equipment that I have are just top of the line. You know, the food I'm eating, top of the line. I'm like pretty bougie with my food. You know, for a welder, like the bougiest welder you've ever met. And the trips I've been taking and have coming up, just profound. Look, at this business model might not work for you. This is mine. I wanted to share it with you because as an artist, that your business is going to look so wildly different than anything else that exists out there. Like, yes, look to people that are like, you know, Gary Vee. I look to Gary Vee and to Tony Robbins, like people that are just like wildly successful in business. I really love their content. I consume it. I listen to it. However, at the end of the day, I listen to myself. It's through the meditation and the connection of like, how should I do this? What should I be doing? The listening to myself. I've turned everyone else's voice down to zero. I mean, like, I watch the content. I do take advice, but for the most part, like, everyone else's volume is down to zero. Like, I get people's volumes down to maybe like 5. I'm listening. However, at the end of the day, my volume is at 100. I'm listening to what I'm asking myself to do. It might be completely counterintuitive to business, but I am wildly successful, mind, body, and spirit. And I just deeply encourage you to ask yourself, if no one's opinion mattered, if money didn't matter, if time didn't matter, like, what would you be creating? How would you be creating it? Who would you be working with? I have given sculptures to people and companies that I wanted to work with because I wanted to work with them. It brings out my best me, my best art, my best expression of love. And what's turned up in my life because of that has just been an incredible expression of love. Like, the universe has reciprocated. So, keep your art that you're making for money. Like, if you're making money currently as an artist, if you're thriving as an artist, you're making money, yes, the world needs that. But if the art isn't the stuff that your soul urge called to, then find one thing that you could start working on that is a passion project that maybe you give to somebody for the best intentions, like for the absolute best intentions, because you're called to do it, because their music makes your soul sing, or that their way of being just makes your heart happy, or their ethos or motto is just something that calls to you. When you are working from soul urge and soul purpose, soul expression, the universe has no choice but to show up and just serve you up something that is beyond your wildest dreams. My life is profoundly and inexplicably beautiful, perfect, radiant, like financially sound and secure. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know what it is, but I love it. This is how I am making art. This is how I am making a life. This is how I am making a difference. Now, what is your soul called to do? Who are you soul called to create for? Maybe don't even ask permission. Maybe ask permission, but just saying, it is kind of a soul calling. Like, if you have the ability to create something that no one else can, making art to make money, like, yes, please go make your money, artists. However, making art to make a difference is how beautifully things show up in a way that I just have it's inexplicable. I'm like, I just cannot even, I don't even try to understand anymore. Like, that's where I'm at. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I've tried to, like, do business as business, but I'm in so much more of a special place because I'm doing this. I'm like, this is available for everybody. Like, it's available for everybody. Like, it doesn't make sense, but man, does it make freaking money. It don't make sense, but it makes dollars, y'all. Soul expression, like, follow it. That's all I can say is, like, just follow what you're called to do and don't try to make sense of it, because it doesn't make sense, but it it makes a difference. It makes all the difference. I love you.